Hey folks, it's Kath Luty here with just a quick video message in preparation for what's coming tomorrow, which is our super awesome Facebook crash course. So it's a fast course about how to make cash for your business on Facebook. I'm really super excited about it. We've had 100 registrations now. Registrations are still going on, so we only have 100 spots on the day. So you gotta make sure that you're gonna be there on time to claim your spot, okay? Really looking forward to seeing you there. Now, there's a quick piece of information that I would like to share with you beforehand. It's really important to get you really fired up for tomorrow, okay? Now, you probably can't see it that well, and I apologize, but these whiteboards, they do throw back the light really badly, but you don't have to see a lot of detail. Really what you need to know is there's a curve back here, and it's kind of a bit like a mountain. It goes up, and it goes down here, okay? So this curve illustrates a theory that was first developed by a guy called Geoffrey Moore, and it's called the Beachhead Theory. And you might have heard about this before, and you might have read the book. So I came across this again, I have to say, the other day when I watched some stuff by a guy called Gideon Shelwick. He's the rapid video blogger guy, and he's absolutely awesome. So I want to thank him for the inspiration. It's a really great video, and honestly, the stuff he does is awesome. If you want to become great at video blogging, you know, he's the guy. I really highly recommend him. Now, let's talk about what this actually means. So this theory, the Beachhead Theory, was originally developed for tech innovations, right? So new technical product. And the question that Jeffrey was asking himself was, why do some of these technical innovations succeed, and why do they fail? Yeah, so what do the ones that fail and succeed have in common? Now, I believe this applies to any product or service, so yours, mine, whatever it is. It's fairly general what I'm going to make of it, but it's just illustrates really well what we're going to be doing tomorrow. Okay, so listen up. So I'm going to keep it really super simple. It's not much to think about. So let's have a look at this curve, right? So what happens here is that we have time over sales. So you can see the dollar signs up there. Time over sales. So what you can see here is as this curve starts at the very bottom when you're starting to sell your product or service, right? And it really slowly moves up, okay? So in the first phase here in the very beginning, the people that are going to buy from you, Geoffrey Moore calls them the innovators. So they're the ones that see you and they love what you do and they buy. You know, they don't wait around, they don't wait for you to show mega results or anything. They connect with what it is that you do or sell and they buy. Then in the next phase, you're making a bit more sales. You can see that this curve is going up a bit faster, a bit steeper, and the people who buy from you here are called the early adopters. The terms are not really that important. Now, as you can see, right here, the curve suddenly goes up, and then it slowly goes down again, right? Okay, so in this phase, the people who buy are called the early majority and the late majority. Now this is where you're going to make the bulk of your sales. You can see that, right? So right here, in the early and late majority is where you're going to make the most of your sales. Now, what Geoffrey Moore found out was that there's actually a cutoff point right here between the early adopters and the early majority. So if businesses fail, this is where they fail. Boom. So instead of moving from the early adopters into the early majority, something happens. Sales just stop or go down or really don't go anywhere at all. And, you know, business fails. So the question that obviously Moore was asking himself was, how do you breach this gap? Look, I'm going to actually paint that in red. How do you breach the gap? And his theory was that you need a beachhead. That's why it's called the Beachhead Theory, okay? Now, what it is that you needed to form a beachhead, to get across from the early adopters to the early majority, that's what he called a major player, right? So his theory was that if you would find a major player in this market who would adopt your product, it would fly. If you don't find that major player in this market, you don't have a beachhead and you fall into the gap. And what I'm going to give you tomorrow is the beachhead. Your beachhead. It's a beachhead that anyone can use in the world. It's a beachhead that gives us as small business owners the opportunity to outwit and outshine the competition fast, okay? And of course what I'm talking about has something to do with Facebook. It's a Facebook cash course, right? So that's what I wanted to share with you today. Again, I'm super excited about tomorrow. I hope to see you there. Come armed with your questions. Yeah, so there's going to be a presentation for some time, but I will take your questions. I really want to make sure that you get massive value out of it. So if you get lost during the presentation, you gotta say something, right? You gotta put your questions, your comments in there in the GoToWebinar space, chat space, yeah? You gotta let me know because I want you to walk out of there ready to go tomorrow. Okay, can't wait to see you there. Bye for now. It's Kath Lute here from kathlute.com. Bye.